about Texas all the way to Atlanta in their first year?
There's a saying around here. The pride and winning tradition of the Texas Longhorns will not be entrusted to the weak nor the timid.
He's gone. Oh, what a ride.
It doesn't matter what city, the state, the stadium, or conference. The standard is the standard. That's what we uphold. It's the way we train, the way we practice, and how we play. You see it.
Caught! What an effort!
You can feel it.
He'll go down!
It's always there.
Ball is out!
Because we're relentless. We're obsessed. Nobody believed we should be here, but we are. Nobody believed we could make it here, but we did. We believed. We knew. Because when you put the mission over everything, anything is possible. This isn't about revenge. It's about respect. We know it's earned, never given. And we've earned this spot. This opportunity to make history. Atlanta's next up on our mission, and we're not done yet. Hooker.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Unhinged, Undocumented. I am the big man Jimbo coming at you live with the Twin Magic Cody and Rafe.
Yeah.
And of course, our resident undocumented man himself, Mr. Cruz.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to everybody's 350th favorite sports podcast out there. Soon to be number one. Soon to be
number one, baby. Well, you guys, we did it. Oh, we did it, baby! We did it! That's all I got to say right here. That's all I got to say right there. That's the thing. We walked into Kyle Field, and guess who still owns Kyle Field? Newsflash. The
After an absolute squeaker, the boys in burnt orange pulled it off.
Oh my god, it was. As we talked about last week, it was not a very high-scoring game, and it was a defensive showdown between these two teams. But as you said, they were able to squeak it out. Final score 17-7. Rafe, that defense, though, man.
Two critical fourth down stops.
Mm-hmm.
At the goal line, man. Twice! that last one, though. Me and Cody fucking erupted on that last one.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah, Jack Cruz was there. I totally forgot about that. I was on the edge of my seat and just like, oh my god, haul him out. Dude, Ethan Burke off the edge. Just. So good.
Them
so
going
good.
for it did not help them either.
No, it did not. And then you could just see the regret in the coach Mike Elko's eyes when they showed him.
Oh yeah.
So I had to talk about it. I've been telling everybody we were going to go into Kyle Field and stake our claim yet again, and we did. But no, that's last week's news.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to fast forward, y'all. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 a.m. Or, my bad, 3 p.m. I'm so excited.
So excited.
Tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m., Texas and Georgia in Atlanta for the SEC title.
Ooh, excuse me.
I'm a believer. I am a believer, but I honestly would have had trouble believing if you'd have told me that in their inaugural year in the SEC, Texas would be headlining the SEC title game against Georgia.
Ending the top rank, like the higher ranked team.
Yeah. Exactly. The number 2 team in the nation only behind Oregon. Guys, I'm a believer. But man, this year exceeded all expectations for me.
Yeah,
big time.
I mean,
yeah,
100%. I mean, so I know what I'm thinking, but I want to hear what y'all are thinking. Cody, what are you thinking about tomorrow's game?
I'm excited, man. I'm a tad nervous, but more excited than anything.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like the offensive line isn't going to go out there and let that defense bully them like they did last time. I think they're gonna make the adjustments they need to make. Whether that's putting Gunnar Helm in to help block or having the running backs help block more often. Using Archie as a secondary like they were doing in the last game against A&M. I mean, all that's going to make a big difference in this game.
100%. I agree. Rafe, what do you think, man?
No pun intended. It's gonna be a dogfight, man.
100%. I was talking about that with my boss today at work because he was telling me that hey, isn't like Tex playing tomorrow in some game? And I looked at him. I was like, in some game? I was like, you better put some respect on my team. To be fair, though, my boss doesn't exactly watch college football like I do or like we do and whatnot. So, to be fair. But yeah, you're 100% right, Rafe. It's going to be a dogfight tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's going to be. I think it's going to be a defensive battle, big time.
Well, I think it's going to be a dogfight, and I think Stark is going to have this team more prepared than they were last time. I think he learned from his mistakes because there was a lot of times in that last game where he wasn't playing aggressive. He was playing too conservative and it bit him in the ass.
No doubt.
And I feel like Quinn's probably a little bit more confident coming into this game because didn't just come off an injury.
No doubt.
So I feel like it's going to be more of a close game, if anything. But I think Texas can pull it off. And if they do,
no doubt.
Depending on what happens with Oregon and the Big Ten, I mean, they could take the number 1 seed. So we'll see.
Oh, no doubt. We're going to get into that as well. But I'm agreeing with both Cody and Rafe on this one. I'm super excited for this game. I mean, Texas and Georgia, part 2 of the 2024 season and whatnot. Georgia got the best of us the first time around we played. But I will say this, though. Our defense has been like top tier all year long. We have been in the top tier of the entire college football landscape all year long. When we played Georgia, yes, they got the better of us. I'm willing to admit that. A real fan admits that. Okay? But after our loss to Georgia, something happened with our defense. Something got re-registered and reprogrammed in their heads because our defense started playing a lot better, a lot more aggressive. And if our defense can play like we played against Texas A&M tomorrow against Georgia, this is going to be either a very high-scoring game or this is going to be a very low-scoring game. And like I said, no pun intended, this is going to be a dogfight to the end. And I have no doubt in my mind, this is going to be a hard-hitting game.
Yep.
Georgia wants I know that Kirby Smart has all the respect in the world for Texas and Coach Sark, and I know Sark has all the respect in the world for Kirby and for the Georgia team and whatnot. But Georgia is out to prove that they didn't get lucky against Texas the first time, that they're the dominant team. And Texas, in our first season in the SEC, has proven this year, and with this win, will stamp that we belong in this conference. And that it wasn't a mistake for us to come to this conference. But I'm excited for the game. It's going to be a good one. I'm just so pumped. I mean, I got my Texas hat on. We watched the hype video. I mean, and the best thing is this isn't even the end. This is just the SEC title game.
Yep.
Without a doubt, no matter who wins or loses this game, most likely both of these teams are going to be in the final CFP picture, no doubt.
Bro, imagine they play 3 times in the same year.
That would be crazy. Man, it's going to be a good one. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of Texas. You know, the Dallas Cowboys have done nothing but let me down this year and broke my heart. But, you know, I'm glad to say that the team that I For a little background on me, I was born and raised in Austin, Texas, not but maybe 10 miles from the UT campus, and I spent a lot of time there skipping school. Don't recommend doing that, but
Don't try this at home, kids.
I spent a lot of time there. Okay, and I got to go to some of the games. I got to be there for some of the parties. I remember being in Austin in 2005 when Texas won the national title and whatnot. I've been a Texas fan since I could comprehend football. And there's been this talk over the years about Texas back and not and this and that. I am just so happy that this year Texas, the Longhorns, have exceeded all expectations. I've just left people speechless.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So I'm excited for tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. Again, tomorrow, 3 p.m., Texas and Georgia, SEC title game. First round bye in the college football playoff is up for grabs. So let's get into it, you guys. Here we go. You got number 3. You got number 2 Texas taking on number 5 Georgia tomorrow. Cody, what's your pick, man?
I'm going to go Texas by 3. I think it's a close game. I think Texas by 3.
Okay.
I'm going to go Texas by Teddy. Hook 'em.
Mm-hmm. Please, what'd you think, man?
Texas by 10 points.
So, this is going to be a nail-biter. It really is. And I think this is going to come down to the last drive of the game. I don't know who's going to have the last drive of the game, but I feel like this is going to come down to the wire. And I'm going to say... Huh?
8 overtime.
No, we need that.
They're like Monopoly.
I feel like this is going to come down to the wire, but in a non-biased pick, Georgia had our number the first time that we played. I think we've got Georgia's number this time. So I'm going to take Texas by 7 points for the win in SEC title. Moving on, we've got number 16 Iowa State taking on number 15 Arizona State for the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. Arizona State has been good this year, and so has Iowa State. I like going with the Cyclones, so I'm going to say Iowa State to beat Arizona State by 10 points.
I'm going to go Iowa State by 3.
Okay.
Arizona State's been on fire. I'm going to take Arizona State by a touchdown.
Okay. All right.
I'll take Iowa State by a touchdown.
Good deal, good deal. Moving on, we got another big one, man. This has been a lot of talking about this one. We got the Big Ten championship game. We got number 1 Oregon taking on number 3 Penn State.
Ooh.
A lot of people have been talking about that they think Penn State might be the upset for Oregon time around. So, that being said, Oregon is 12-0. Penn State is 11-1. I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna say it. I think the Nittany Lions might have the Ducks number this time. So I'm gonna take Penn State by 10 points.
I'm gonna go Oregon by 7.
I'm gonna take the underdogs on this one too. I'm gonna go Penn State by. I'm gonna go 14 points. I think they're gonna surprise Oregon.
Oh, yes. I'll take Penn State by 7 points.
All right. And the last championship game, championship Saturday, we got the ACC title. We got number 8 SMU taking on number 17 Clemson. I am gonna say SMU is way too much for Clemson to handle. I'm sorry, but Clemson lost 3 games this year, and the only reason they got into this game is because they lost last week, and the right teams that needed to lose for them to get in lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take SMU for the big win by 14 points.
I'm going to take SMU by 10.
I'll go SMU by 17.
Ooh. SMU by 14.
Good deal. And earlier this evening, we had 2 championship games. Mountain West championship game in Boise, and UNLV, Boise State, and who should be the Heisman Trophy winner this year, Ashton Jeanty, captured the Mountain West championship 21-7 over UNLV. Ashton Jeanty had like 30 carries for 209 yards and a touchdown. And then after that, Army and Tulane scored off of the American Athletic Championship. And Army had a great season, finishing it with a 35-14 win over the Mean Green of Tulane. That's it for the college football, man. Tomorrow's championship Saturday. That's the only games we got going on.
Pretty much, yep.
I'm excited. God, I'm fucking excited.
I am too. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped.
It's gonna be a very exciting Saturday for college football.
It is, and we'll have to see what happens and whatnot. Excuse me. I think that's all we got on this. Cody and Rachel, got anything they want to add?
No, I mean, this game, man. It's. I have a feeling
deal.
it's gonna be like you said, it's gonna be a nail biter, and I'm.
Oh yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, bro. If we thought the A&M last week, this one.
And that's what's crazy is this is just for the SEC title. That's not even playoffs yet. So it's
Exactly. We haven't even got.
It's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like what you said, this isn't even the playoffs yet. This is just the SEC title game to help set up what the college bracket is going to be for the playoffs. And I mean, this game alone has the potential. And warrants the merit of a national title game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about two historic programs in the University of Texas and the University of Georgia and whatnot. Georgia has run the gauntlet as of late, winning like 2 national titles in the past 3 years and whatnot. And then Texas has been on the rise. They've won 4 national titles in school history and whatnot. And ever since Sark came to town, he's changed that whole culture and given them a whole new identity and whatnot. And
a good example of that is what happened last week at A&M when the players were over there trying to trash the logo, and we don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ever since Sark came in, man, like the recruiting, like the people who want to come play for him, and the move to the SEC. I mean, those 2 moves right there, it changed so much for Texas in a good way. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say, Texas is back.
Oh, I believe that. I'm not bold enough to say it yet.
I'll say it for you.
But I'll tell you what. You as my witness, and everyone else that sees this. When we get the dub tomorrow, if everything goes our way, and we walk out of Atlanta with that W and our very first SEC title, I will come back on this show. I will pronounce that Texas is back. And there will be no doubt in my mind.
The fact that they've made the CFP 2 years in a row now, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, and last year was a heartbreaking end to our season because we could have won that game. Like, we were right there.
Washington was a hell of a team, though.
No, 100%. But we were right there, though. Like, if we'd have gotten one more play, I think we could have gotten that touchdown, and we move on to face Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That's just how it is sometimes. And, God works in mysterious ways. It wasn't our time yet, but we came into the season with high expectations and felt good about this year. And, this might be it. We are on the cusp of greatness. Not just that, but I also just want to highlight, if you guys didn't see the recruiting trail this weekend.
I saw.
This week. Oh my God. We were on fire. And there's just, before we close out, there's just two people I want to note really quick. And I snapshotted it because I was so excited to see that we got these two. All right. So, where is he? Is this him? Hang on. Okay. Yeah, so this one was like the biggest one for me because, we lost Big Byron Murphy last year and lost Tavondre Sweat. Vernon Broughton has done a good job, and the new guys, filling the voids that they left. So the other day, during the early signing period, Texas landed 5-star defensive lineman Justice Terry. Okay? So Terry, he's 2025, so he'll be on campus next year. And he was a heavy favorite moving towards Georgia. This guy was crystal balled. He picked Georgia. And he picked Texas. That is a huge win for us, picking him up. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Sorry. No, so, I gotta say, I was in Houston yesterday doing stuff, and we were on the highway on I-45 near the Woodlands, and we saw the Wienermobile go by. No, hang on, give me a second, I'll show it to y'all.
Oh my God.
I got a couple pictures.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is.
Oh God.
So I got that one. Who's that one? I used to see this guy. You said bastard in there driving.
That's the luckiest dude in the world.
For real, I told my fiance Megan that I was like, that dude has got the greatest job on the planet.
For real.
But yeah, like I say, we also got a signed commitment from a 5-star wide receiver / athlete. I forgot his name, but I mean, the early signing period, we have been hot on the trail. I don't know if it changed or not. It might have already, but the last time I saw Texas officially was ranked the number 1 ranking class going into 2025.
Yeah,
now, I don't know if that has changed or not.
No, it hasn't.
But no, okay. But look, all I know is this: us becoming part of the SEC, us doing the things we've done this year, us going back, going to take on Georgia again in the SEC championship game. Sark has done so many great things and has created such an environment that people want to come play with us now, and it's going to be great. But I think that's all I got. Cody and Rafe, y'all got anything you want to add?
I'm good.
Not for college.
Oh, before we do, I got one thing that I do want to add. No, wait, I don't. Never mind. That's not true. That's not true. Never mind. I got excited about something, but I was wrong. I got my dates mixed up.
No.
Forgive me. I'm just excited about tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow is on one thing, if you cannot tell. Can't quit thinking about it. But yeah, so we just wanted to do a short one for you today. Join us again tomorrow. We're going to hop back on and do some more talk about the NFL and wrestling and whatnot. Other than that, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, yeah?
I also wanted to, but yeah, I'll just talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you guys, thank y'all for joining us for this really short one that we had tonight. As always, we thank you for joining us, and please tell your friends, hop on, comment with us, talk with us. Football season's getting ready to come to a close. We're going to talk about other stuff, but until then, I'm the big man, Jimbo. This is Cody and Rafe, the Twin Magic.
Yeah.
And of course, our resident undocumented man himself, Mr. Cruz.
Welcome
Where?
For
Welcome
Unhinged
horns.
and Undocumented, we say welcome, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.